All right. So you want to tell the world your name?
I'm K9.clari or Clary.
Clary. Is that like your actual name?
No, it's a nickname. My real name's Clarissa. Clary's just a lot easier for people to say.
Oh,
Just
okay.
because my name's spelled like Clarissa. So that's how a lot of people say it.
Oh, okay. I get you. So that's where you kind of got Clary from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. How do you? Well, you said your name was what?
Clarissa.
Clarissa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you're Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
How?
I'm Mexican, Hispanic, and some sort of Asian somewhere.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What the? That's pretty dope. Oh yeah. So how long have you been signed with K9?
About a year and a half, almost 2 years, I think.
Oh wow. So I know Bree was telling me that you were like the first one there before she started modeling. So like how was it before anyone else
So
uh
my very first shoot that I did, I
yeah.
remember like hearing about Brie, but she wasn't there because she was out of town or something that day. And that was like the second shoot I think I did with K9.
Oh okay.
So that's when I started hearing about Brie.
About Bree.
Mhm.
And then she just started like pulling up.
Mhm.
Oh okay, that's dope. So how was it like when it was just you? It was just like one shoot and that was it or
So I started out with like my headshots, and
Mhm.
after that we started having like shoots for more content. Like my one of my first shoots that I did was like Palette Bar, and it was more for like small companies first starting out and stuff like that.
Okay. That's dope. So what made you want to like start doing your modeling?
Since I was young, I wanted to model. That's what I thought about a lot. Like a lot of my family told me because I was tall and like the
Yeah.
way I was built and stuff, like I'd be a really good model. So I mean, I always kind of wanted to, and I've always been into makeup and stuff. So I figured it kind of fit. And when
Yeah.
I got the opportunity with K9 to start modeling, I definitely wanted to take it.
And you just jumped on it,
Hmm.
took the opportunity while it was there.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty dope. How did you meet Slick and all them, Destiny?
So I had the presidential drip Snapchat, and he
Okay.
posted that Destiny was looking for models for her company. So
Mm.
I added her on Snapchat. And one day I posted a picture at my job just in our break room in the mirror.
Yeah.
And she slid up on it and asked me if I could do an event that they were hosting for Presidential Drip. I
Okay.
wasn't able to make that, but I booked an interview with Destiny and Slick, and that's when I met them.
Oh, okay. How was that interview?
It was really nice. They were showing me like their recap video from
Uh,
the presidential drip event that they did. They were showing me like different things that they do. They were explaining to me the job that I would be doing. They
yeah.
were just making it like really comfortable and really chill. Like it just seemed like a good environment.
Okay. So that was their like first event, wasn't it? Their presidential drip.
Hmm.
Okay. Because I remember seeing that. Damn, that'd have been cool if you'd have been part of that too. Because that was like their first thing that they did.
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot about it. I had to work that day, so like I wasn't able to make it in time.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. Things happen.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool though. That um, you guys just added each other, and then since then you guys have got. Are you guys like pretty close, or how are you guys? How's the relationship with you guys?
K9 is definitely a family.
Yeah.
They make it feel like very welcoming. Like it's definitely a home now.
Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah. So with all the modeling that you do, are you trying to like take that to the next step, or you just a hobby?
So I definitely want to take it to the next step. I want to move on to bigger things and stuff. With I of course want to do it with K9 because that's
Yeah.
where I started. That's where I want to stay.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to start doing bigger things eventually.
That's cool. Oh yeah. So does Slick and Destiny, do they like encourage you to like get better?
They definitely do. I remember when I first started, like I was always like super shy.
Mm.
I was super stiff, didn't really move too much, and they eventually like helped me get more comfortable, start moving more, started helping me with poses and all that stuff.
How did you like kind of get through that? I guess.
So I started doing some practice. Like when we first started out, we were doing a lot of practice shoots and stuff to start getting us all comfortable and everything.
Yeah.
And so like we would really like sit down and like start breaking down poses and stuff, and like
Mm.
it was an interesting process. And once we started like really getting to know like our poses and what our strong suits are and all that stuff, it became a lot easier.
Oh wow. So how long do you think it took you to, or take you to?
I feel like it took me a while. It definitely took me like good 6 to 8 months, I feel like.
Really?
Hmm.
That was just like every day, just doing it.
Oh, we did it quite often. We usually did it once or twice a week.
Oh, okay. And how long were you guys doing that for?
It just depended. Sometimes we'd be there for an hour, sometimes we'd be there for like 2 hours. It just depended on what we were doing and what we were looking for.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Was that like something as a kid that you like seen, like modeling? That's something that you kind of were inspired by, or?
So as a kid, I wasn't really too into modeling. I didn't really like know too much about it. Didn't really know what I was doing or anything. I was more into sports.
Okay.
So I didn't really look into it too much until I started getting older and started like getting into social media and all that.
What kind of sports were you into?
So I started out with softball and then I started doing MMA. I started doing like boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. I started doing all that stuff.
Like you actually sparred?
Hmm.
Oh, shoot, that's pretty dope.
I used to train with his name is was Rocky the Angry Aztec Ramirez. He was a Bellator fighter.
Oh, okay.
He was my boxing coach and then I trained at a couple different jiu-jitsu gyms too.
Oh, wow. I actually done karate once, and I only was just a white belt, and that was it. I never went past that, but
But
yeah.
I did it for a while. Me and my two sisters, we all did it for 5, 6 years, something like that.
Okay. Are you the youngest,
I'm the oldest.
or you're the oldest?
Hmm.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. How is it like being the oldest?
I helped a lot with raising them,
Yeah,
just trying to be the role model, be the oldest one, make sure they had what they needed, helping my friends out, all that stuff.
that's cool. And you were born and raised here.
Hmm. I was.
How do you like it here?
It's an interesting city, sometimes better than others.
You think so?
Hmm.
Why do you say that?
So it just depends on, because sometimes our city has its days where like we have the green city, it's
Oh
beautiful,
yeah, yeah,
all that stuff, and then we have our days where like we're in the news because some another shooting happened, something like that.
yeah. For real, that's crazy. Yeah, I like this city. It might not be like the biggest city or the biggest downtown or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but I like it because I was born and raised here, and
And there's a lot of good people here too. Like
yeah,
you do meet a lot of people here.
yeah, exactly. And the small world, no matter where you go, you'll still run into someone
Mm-hmm. Always.
eventually. and and I really like this place, this view, this is a nice view, and
Right? Especially with the mountains and everything. It's always
yeah,
really nice.
yeah. And honestly, like with everything that is going on right now, there's a lot of like negative things because
Mm-hmm.
uh, people just they don't even think before they do things. Sometimes I don't either, but
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's hard to try to process your thoughts when you're angry or like when you have
yeah,
emotions take over. It's a lot harder to process your thoughts or make a complete thought when you're having so many emotions go at it.
yeah, that happens to me a lot too. I've been trying to get better at it, but
I mean, one step at a time.
yeah,
That's the just slowly work on yourself. That's the hard part, but I mean, everybody has to do it eventually.
yeah. And on that note too, that there's been a couple of times where I've noticed like I'm I've gone a little too far because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sometimes I just get too caught up in my emotions and don't realize what's like happening, and it could be tough sometimes, but it's good to realize that and realize the things I'm doing and the things that are happening around me
Mm-hmm.
and in our city.
Mm-hmm. It's also good to have somebody like by your side to help, like people around you. Surround yourself with good people, good energy.
Yeah,
Now, that helps a lot too. Just the people around you.
yeah. So whenever you first came into doing modeling, what was like the things you were thinking? What are your goals with it?
So originally, I was just kind of doing it more as a hobby, more just for fun,
Uh
just kind of seeing where I went with it. As I started doing it more, is when I got more into it, and that's kind of when I really started thinking like I could pursue this, like I could do something with this, and like after talking with Destiny and Slick more, and like
yeah,
starting to get more gigs, more music videos, events, all that stuff is when I really started thinking I can make this a lifestyle and I could see myself going further in this, maybe traveling with it, doing different things, seeing what
yeah.
goes.
That's cool. Oh yeah. So with your doing the music videos, what was like? I think you've been in Jay Berna's, right?
He was the first guy that I did a music video for.
What was it? I remember it was at K9. Like the video was at K9, right?
It was. I don't remember the name of that specific song right now.
Yeah, I've heard it a couple times, and yeah, me too.
I know there's mosquitoes everywhere.
uh, me too. That's all right. It's good to be out here with nature, even though it's fucking me up. But yeah, what do you think about this? Like, what we're trying to do? Bring out people here.
I think it's nice getting the community together, everybody getting to know each other.
Yeah,
Because I mean, I feel like even though we don't meet each other in person, like just social media, I mean, you get to know people more, even like just doing things like this. I feel like you
yeah,
get to know somebody more, even just through listening to a simple conversation they had with somebody.
yeah. That's cool. Because honestly, we don't have the best setup right now because we got the iPhone. But one day I'm trying to get like cameras, and
Mhm.
really
I
do this
remember
shit.
for my headshots at K9, the first time we did it, Destiny didn't have a camera yet, so we were doing it off her phone.
Oh yeah, I think she was telling us that. Damn.
Hmm.
So they were in that little business doing with iPhones.
Yeah, Destiny was doing it. I don't remember what phone she had, but yeah, she was doing my headshots off of her phone, and I mean, they still came out really good. I still have some of them,
Damn.
and I mean, the sec like that shoot that we did, I was with Jackie, one of our models, and a couple of the other models that I can't remember right now. But that's the day she finally got her camera is when we were doing that shoot, and it was for like some of the flyers and stuff that they were
Yeah.
making.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember when Kayla and we were still doing it on phone too.
That's dope. That's inspiring to hear because they've came a long way.
Hmm.
When I first seen that place, I was like, I think 18 years old. No, probably like 17. And I walked into there and it was a smoke shop.
Hmm.
But now it's not a smoke shop anymore. But I mean, it is kind of because they be blazing in there and be getting pretty lit. But anyways, yeah, I remember it used to be a smoke shop, and
I didn't know that. I didn't know what it was before.
I think it was like in an Oasis or whatever. I don't
Hmm.
know what the hell how to say it, but yeah, and just to see it now, like with the whole studio, and it's got
Right?
the little stage and
All that.
their little office and the couches up in there. It's nice.
The red couches, that's a big part of it, I
Yeah,
feel like.
yeah, but mainly that studio. That's what's dope, and to see where they're at now and that you're a part of this, then
It's been really nice to see them grow.
yeah. Are they still like trying to find new people, or is it just like it's just you guys as a team right now and then
Uh,
expanding?
so at the moment, we're always looking for backup models. I feel like, it's good to have extra people just in case. I mean,
Yeah,
that's always a good thing to have. Because I mean, all of us do have our regular jobs as well. So
yeah,
I mean, sometimes it's a little bit hard to get any of us together at any point.
yeah. So all your guys' schedules are pretty much different?
Mm-hmm.
When was like a time, like the last time you guys were like all together?
Um, hmm,
It's been a minute.
it has been.
Yeah,
I think the last time we were like all together is when
yeah.
we did that Valentine shoot. Is when
Damn.
like all of us were together, like Reels, Bree, like Sally, all of us.
Oh wow, that's a fat minute.
Other than that, I mean, like we see each other like at different times and all of that, but it
Yeah.
hasn't been like everybody together in a minute.
Wow. Damn. That's like that's kind of crazy. I thought you'd have said like last week or something, but no.
We always try to make time to like see each other and like do things as a K9 family, but I
Yeah.
mean, with everybody's schedule being different, sometimes it's hard because I know there's a couple of them that like just work nights.
Uh.
So some people get off early, like it just depends.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'm getting ate. I
Oh,
just
you
see
could see them flying everywhere.
for, this is this is this is crazy. I got like 10 bites on my leg right now. It's like burning, and this one too. It's all
You
right.
could see them flying all over.
Yeah.
I'm allergic, so when I get bit, like they get swollen.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I really appreciate you though coming out because not a lot of people want to get bit up. What the fuck? But this is dope. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to get everybody I can out here and just
Mm.
hopefully get them back again. Cause
I mean, it's a nice time to do it. Like it's nice outside. It's not too
yeah,
hot.
yeah,
It's finally warming up. It's
yeah,
not
for
cold.
real. Yeah, it's not too bad out here. So is before we wrap it up, is there anything else you want to say positive to the camera?
I definitely want to say like if you have something like a goal you set or like something you want to go for, like definitely do it. Like don't push it off. Like definitely go for it. It's always worth it to try.
Oh yeah. Do you think actually on that note what you were just saying, when you was there ever any doubts like before you started the modeling?
Yeah, I've always had doubts. I'm very doubtful in myself. I don't have a lot of confidence in myself.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the beginning I had a really hard time because I didn't think that I was doing well in modeling. Like for first for the, even still today, like there's sometimes like I just feel like I can't do it. But I mean, my husband helps pull me out of it a lot and he helps me get through it a lot. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm grateful to have him to help me with that. But I mean, I do have a lot of self-doubt in my in things that I do in general.
Why is that, do you think?
So the way I grew up was hard.
Yeah.
We were put under a lot of pressure. My dad was usually working a lot. I helped my mom raise my sisters mostly.
Huh.
So I mean, I just feel like I do a lot of things wrong, and like I'm trying to make sure that they didn't grow up the way that I did. I wanted them to like have a childhood and all that because I grew up super fast. I didn't have a childhood or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just more trying to inspire them. So things that I do, I feel like affect them.
Okay. And you've always just tried to make that positive impact on them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, a
okay.
lot of things I do, I definitely do them for my sisters.
That's cool. That's dope. And that's what we need out here is a lot more positive people like us that need to
Yeah, I
be that
agree.
change because things are getting crazy out here every second. And
Mm-hmm.
even right now, there's probably someone robbing someone or something.
Probably somewhere. There's
Yeah.
a
And
lot of people. There's even a lot of people who just do it to their friends and like family and things like that. And
yeah.
like that stuff. That stuff really sucks.
Yeah. I, I could understand that. I'm glad you really you pulled up. This is dope. Um, we're gonna have to get yeah, bug spray and a cold shower. But no, I was gonna say that we should in the future get all you guys on here,
That
and
would be cool. That'd
I
be
think that'd be
cool.
pretty dope.
Have all those together.
Yeah, and just I don't know, vibe out or something. Just
Right.
do
Thank you for
something.
having me.
Yeah, heck yeah, I appreciate you coming out. Um, oh yeah, oh yeah, you want to shout out your handle?
Oh yeah, my handle is gonna be K9 or yeah, it's K9_Clary 1021.
You want to spell it?
Uh, K9_CLARI 1021.
Yeah, because people like me won't know how to fucking spell that. I'll be like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, you good?